Give me the teams that should be in play for Deshaun Watson, who can be in play for Deshaun Watson. Not one of those,
Yeah.
hypothetically, because it turns out that feels like there's 20 teams that should be involved with Deshaun Watson.
Yeah, I mean, I think the two that I think he would most like to go to, when I've asked around about this, that have come up the most are Miami and San Francisco, for different reasons. Miami is an ascending program. They're going to have the ability, from a resources standpoint, to put a lot around the quarterback over the next couple of years. And so I think Miami would appeal to Deshaun for, a number of different reasons. And then I think San Francisco is ready made, right? Like if they trade you to the Niners, this is a team that was in the Super Bowl a year ago, and the Niners have the 12th pick. So it's not like you're talking about a team with, the 28th, the 30th, the 32nd pick. I mean, both these teams are contenders, but contenders that have high picks to deal. So Miami and San Francisco are two teams that I think logically would make sense. People have mentioned the Jets. I do think that, just from a business standpoint, there's, some appeal there. I think from a football standpoint, it might be a little bit more difficult because they're a little further away than the Dolphins or Niners are. So those would be the three teams that I would start with. The truth is, Dan, I mean, like I would think, half the league would be interested in Deshaun Watson. And I think what you've seen over the last, couple of weeks with this idea that there's going to be a lot of quarterback movement, there's a Mahomes effect going on in the NFL right now where teams are looking at it and say, okay, like what's it going to take at that position for me to win over the next 5 to 10 years? And it used to be that you could win with maybe the 10th best quarterback, the 12th best quarterback in the league. The Ravens won a Super Bowl with Joe Flacco. The Seahawks won with Russell Wilson before he really became Russell Wilson. I think teams are looking at it now and saying, I don't know if that's possible anymore. And that's why you have teams like the Rams and the Niners and the Raiders who've invested in young quarterbacks that are looking at these sorts of things. So if Watson were to become available, and I think that, all the teams we've mentioned would be interested, but then there would be teams that have sitting quarterbacks that would look at it too.
What if Houston said to Jacksonville, we'll give you Deshaun Watson straight up for the number 1 overall pick, hypothetically?
I love the idea because Urban Meyer has really strong background with Deshaun Watson. Like, he recruited him hard to Ohio State. And I think if you asked Deshaun Watson about it, like if he hadn't gone to Clemson, he would have gone to Ohio State. So I think, for Urban Meyer, there might be a little bit of an element of Deshaun Watson being the one who got away. There are reasons why it wouldn't happen, though, too. I mean, for one thing, Trevor Lawrence is, a generational prospect. So, you're talking about like a generational prospect and a well-established top 5 quarterback. So what are your tiebreakers when you're looking between the two? One guy's 25, the other guy's 21. Well, Trevor Lawrence would be on a rookie contract. And also, if you're Jacksonville, you're sort of helping a rival in a very, you're very much helping a rival get out of a bad situation. So would the Texans look at that? I think they absolutely would if they were pushed to the point where they felt like they had to trade Deshaun Watson. Would the Jaguars look at it? I think that's a little bit iffier just because of those two things, the rookie contract dynamic and also the fact that you'd really be helping out a division rival and giving them a great answer in what seems like an impossible situation.